Hi! Hey everybody! So, if you're on replay, give me the lip emoji in the comments and let me know that you are watching back, or give me those little Google eyes and tell me that you were watching on this video. And thank you for watching on the replay. So today, this evening, we are talking about how to rock a vendor event on a thrift store budget. If you think this would be kind of cool to do an amazing vendor event and be super thrifty about it, give me a 1 in the comments if you think that would be kind of amazing. I am a thrift store type of person. I buy like a lot of clothes at the thrift store or Walmart, and that's just always been how I am. When we were growing up as kids, we had 3 kids in the family. My mom was a mom at home, and my dad was, the one working. And so there was a 1-income family, and they didn't have money to go out and just buy us new clothes. So we never really got new clothes as kids. We actually had hand-me-downs pretty much like our entire life, or my mom would make us some clothes. And so we just grew up being thrifty like that. And we always had the saying, use it up, wear it out, make do or do without. So if you've heard that saying, type a 2 in the comments because that is the saying that we grew up on, and that was kind of our life motto. So I'm always looking for ways to be thrifty on a budget. And in fact, my husband and I have kind of decreased our income when I changed jobs recently over the past several months. So we've even more so had to think about how can we be thrifty and cut corners and save. And if you're all about saving money, give me a 3 in the comments if you are a thrifty money saver kind of a person. But you know that you would love to maybe do a vendor event, or maybe you've been thinking about it and you're just trying to figure out how can I actually do this and make it work and not have to spend a lot of money. So you saw my post earlier. I was at the assisted living center today, and I wasn't quite sure how that was going to go because when it's a smaller event, sometimes they can be complete duds. And this is kind of a way to reframe those, just as a little side tip bonus, is that anytime that you go to one of these events, you have a lot of opportunity to really network with all the other vendors, and you just never know what talking to the other vendors and networking with them will lead you to. And it may not have anything to do with LipSense, to be honest with you. In fact, I'm a counselor by day, and of course you guys have probably heard me say that. And so I was talking to people about possible counseling connections, and I came away with several really great leads and contacts. So it's always a great event or great opportunity to just try some things out. And when it's smaller, it doesn't really matter if you like make a bunch of mistakes or you're kind of working out kinks, because that's just how it is in the beginning. So I just wanted to give you a few tips about things that I did today, things that you may have seen in my display that were super thrifty and just an easy way to do a vendor event on a budget. So one of the things that I always have are some little gifty bags, and I got these. I don't know why it always does that with the lighting. It's like trying to white balance or something, but there you go. These are 20 for $2 at Walmart, and there's all different kinds. I had the zebra print, but they were out of those this time. You can actually get them on Amazon too for just about the same price, but these are great for cheap little gifty bags. Done. Okay, super easy. And then I get my business cards and a little tips and trick card that I made up on Vistaprint, and these are fairly cheap on Vistaprint. But if you couldn't do that, you could actually just go and I don't know if we posted it in here, I probably need to in the files or whatever, but someone has created a Word document that you can actually just print out on a computer and like fold it, and it's like a nice little tips and tricks sort of thing that you can do. So that's something you can have, and you always want to have some kind of tips and tricks and reminders to someone about how to apply the LipSense when they leave. And sadly, I did not give anybody one of these today at my vendor event. And I had a couple of people buy, and only one person got one of these because I totally forgot. And I've done these several times, and I just forgot. So anyway, that happens sometimes. Here's another thing that I did, and I don't know how often someone would come with cash, but we did have at a vendor event that Julie and I did in the past, some people that did pay in cash. And I didn't even think about this until today, that what if they wanted a receipt? A lot of people are just like, yeah, I don't care. But sometimes people want those receipts. And when you do them via the card and the swiping and all that with the square reader or whatever, they can get something emailed to them, but what if they wanted a paper one? So literally like 5 minutes before I had to go to the event today, I was like, I don't have receipts. And you could get a receipt book, or you could just copy something off of online and put it in a Word doc and cut it up like I did into strips. So I had these. I didn't have to use them today, but I thought, well, what if people want to pay with cash? And there you go. I mean, it's not a perfect scenario, and if I wanted a duplicate of it, I'd have to rewrite it, but it works. So, I mean, these are just the things you can do. And then you can also get a Square reader. If you do not already have Square and you want to use Square, then you can get your free code from your upline. And if I'm your upline, I can give that to you, and you get $1,000 free processing, and you can get one of these for free. These actually come for free. You do not have to pay for this one. Now, if you get the kind that actually reads the chip, then that's like $50. And I need to get one of those. I mean, everybody's kind of moving to the chip, and it is more secure, so I do recommend that you get one. But in the beginning, when you can't, you can actually just get one of these for free. So it's something to have on hand. So I always have this on me. Like, anytime I have my LipSense with me, anywhere I go, I always have one of these, just in case. You just never know. And you can type the person's credit card number in if their Square reader isn't working. So, I mean, you don't have to have it. You could actually just type in the number, but it is kind of a nice function. Glossy samples. These are really cheap in the back office. I think it comes like 4 or 5 in a strip for like $1 or something like that. So these are always really nice to have at your vendor shows and anytime, to help people try on the LipSense. And then I went and got one of these, like how you'd use as a backdrop. And I actually used this on my table today as just like kind of a decorative thing. And it was probably like $5 or $6 or something. And look at all this fabric. This is from Walmart. So I think I've mentioned this before, but definitely go to Walmart for your fabric because it's way cheaper than Hobby Lobby. Or just go to the thrift stores. You can find stuff typically at thrift stores like that. But sometimes you can't find the sparkle stuff, so, And if anyone has ideas about other thrifty ways that you could do some of these things, type it in the comments and let us know. Okay, and then this is what I did for a black tablecloth that you saw in my deal. It was a sheet. This is a black sheet. It is not a tablecloth. It is a sheet. And I got it from the Thrift Giant in Denton. And it was like $2.50 or something like that, $3. And it's huge. It's a huge sheet. It worked perfect, and no one is the wiser about it. So I am not about buying stuff, expensive. I'm not even sometimes about buying the Walmart stuff, to be honest with you. If I can get a black sheet and make it work, then I'm going to make it work. So to do that. And then I also got some picture frames. I got this for like maybe $1 or $2 at one of the other thrift stores in town. And the thing about it is it didn't have one of those little backs that is like the stand. And I knew that, and I thought, well, maybe I can make a back or something. But I realized after I got it that it actually was one of these. I mean, it's not supposed to be like this, but I just made it like that. And so I literally just opened the back. It's not even made to do that, but I just opened the back and I just stood it up. And that's how I did it. That's just how I did it. And I went on to the original Scenographic site. I copied this, popped it into a Word document in landscape version, and printed it out. I mean, this was like 30 minutes before I had to leave for the vendor event. Done. So then you have your little, you can have some little things sitting out. I had this with the collection. And I want to give you a little side bonus tip about how you can talk to people about your products, especially like how LipSense is sold in a collection. Sometimes people are maybe not as inclined to get the oops corrector, I've noticed. They kind of want to skip that part because, hey, why not save $10 and get it for $45 plus tax instead of $55 plus tax? So one of the things that I'm encouraging people to consider is just talking about it in terms of, hey, sold as a set. It's the color, the gloss, and the oops corrector. And it's $55 as a set, and not tell them the different price points of all the different things, because every time I've broken it down, people are finding ways that they can try to cut corners, and it's really important that people have the oops corrector because that is formulated to take off the LipSense. It is not drying to their lip. We know it's going to moisturize their lip, and every single time almost that someone has not gotten the oops, they've complained to me about things that have happened to them And in fact, Denise is on here and she can attest to this. She was having trouble with her LipSense, and I said, we somehow were talking about how she was taking it off, and it turns out she was using a different product and she had not been using the Oops. And I'm like, I'm wondering if it's maybe because you're not using the Oops. And then she ended up using it and it worked great. So, you know, it's worth it to have the Oops. People need the Oops. So I'm going to start kind of explaining it in a different way because, again, everybody's looking to be on a budget. I mean, really. I mean, we're talking about being thrifty here, so people are trying to be thrifty. You can get some of these at thrift stores. I got one of these and just set it on the table. It looked really cute. I actually got this one not at a thrift store. I think I got this one maybe like at Walmart, but they're still pretty cheap at Walmart, things like this. But you can find them at thrift stores too. And then what else? And then the other thing I did last minute, because I hadn't had time to print out the lips, I just pulled a little lip print chart from somewhere, and people are not like, if you don't have all the colors that are on here, people do not scrutinize these. They don't come up to your table and scrutinize it. They look at it and they're just like, oh, so many colors, I don't know. And then you just leave them over to the testers and talk to them about it. So I had one of these, and guess what this is inside of? A sheet protector. It's not laminated, it's nothing fancy, it's in a sheet protector, and I literally just cut off the top that has the little hole, so it looked a little bit like less like a sheet protector. So, you know, it's just more for looks on the table, like, oh, lip prints, you know? Okay, usually people do not care about the lip prints. They look at it, but they're typically not scrutinizing the lip print colors, typically. And then I also use little glass jars. You can also get these at the dollar store for super cheap. And that's what I put all my things in. I love glass items. Do you just love glass items? If you love glass items, type glass in the comments, because for some reason I'm just like loving glass jars and vases. I don't know why, I just do. I just think they're fancy looking. Anyway, so I like the glass, but you can put it in anything, whatever you feel like fits your theme. And let's see, was there anything else I want to show you? I think that was pretty much it. Oh, I did find this, and this was like $4, and it was a really nice heavy duty tray, and I thought it was just kind of a nice little effect. And so I set some of my products, you saw that in the video, and my tester jars and everything. You don't have to even have something like this. I just thought it was kind of cute. So, you know, that's what I did. So, hey Rachel, how's it going? How are you doing? So anyway, I just wanted to share with you guys just a couple of quick and really super simple things that you can do, and you can use all of these things. Oh, there was one other thing I was going to show you. You can use all of these things inside even your house if you're doing a little house event, setting up a table, you know, you can do anything you want. I'm doing good. I'm talking about how to do things on a budget. Do you do things on a budget? I know I do. Okay, I got this specifically to show you guys. Where is it? Okay, I also found these a while back at a dollar store, and I thought they were really cute, and it's just like a little 3 deal. So what I will do is I will let's see if I can pull these apart. They're kind of stuck together. But I will put little cotton rounds. That's something else you need, is cotton rounds. Also, you don't have to use the little tattoo rings, but I like using those little tattoo rings for testers for people. You literally can take just like a piece of plastic and roll the LipSense out on it, and that'll work just fine. You don't have to use anything fancy. But the tattoo rings are super cheap on Amazon. And then also I use some of the little, I got on Amazon, or you can get it in the back office too, some of these little wands. So that's all I have in here. I just put those in there, and you could use anything. You could even use some, you know, little glass jars and stuff for that as well. And you just kind of set it out there and have your glossy samples, and you're good to go. So that's just some really cheap and easy ways that you can get set up for a vendor show. It is not a big deal. It is so easy. I usually like to have some hand sanitizer out or some witch hazel. You don't have to even have that, honestly. You can just have a little water bottle. In fact, I think I stuck one in my little thing that I have. I love this little apron thing. But I got a little water squirt bottle thing, so, you know, you can squirt it on a little cotton pad and have people clean off their lips if they want to try something on. I only had one person that tried something on, so you're not going to have a ton of people doing that, but, you know, those are just some easy ways that you can get set up for a vendor show and keep it super easy, keep it on a budget, and still have a great show. Oh, I did bring my computer, and I had it set up to a little LipSense deal. If the place that you're at has Wi-Fi and you can connect to the internet and show a little video clip, or if you can download one to your computer and just kind of play it on repeat, and you have a computer you could take. You don't, again, have to have that, but that would be another thing that you could take that's kind of eye-catching. And I would, in fact, I didn't figure out how to get mine to play on repeat. I literally just pressed the little repeat button whenever someone would walk up that was interested, and I was just like, oh yeah, look at this. And it was like a 30-second video I had done from Instagram. So anyway, it's really super quick and easy. So I just thought that I would share all of that with you guys. Julie and I are actually going to be at the Denton Trade Days tomorrow and Sunday. So 2 days we're going to be there. So if you are local and you would like to come out and visit with us, we do have a pass that we can give people to come free. The second day, if you come the first day, there's like a get back in free or something pass for the second day that we have. We have a limited amount, but nobody's claimed any yet. So if you want one of those and you'd like to come a second day, let us know if you come out to visit us. So we'll be doing some live videos and things for sure on our pages to show everybody what our vendor setup looks like. And I do have a big banner that I ended up investing in because I knew I wanted to continue to do the vendor events because they are really, really fun. And I will tell you, my super secret ninja tip for vendor events is meeting all the vendors. And so I went around and I met all the vendors and I said hello and just was interested in what they had to share. And Rachel, yes, I will tell you where the trade days are. It's I will tell you that just 1 second. So you go around and meet all the vendors and you kind of figure out what they're all about. And then I went back around when I did my Facebook Live video and I made sure that I gave everyone just either a shout out like, hey, so-and-so is here, or hey, so-and-so, tell us what your jewelry is all about. What are you here with? And give them, 5 seconds, 10 seconds to say something about their business. And then you go on to the next one. And so you have this nice little video of everybody's vendor show on Facebook Live. And you say something, of course, at the beginning and at the end about yourself. So that way it's referencing, obviously, your business. And then you go back around and you make sure that you friend all the people at the vendor event and you like their businesses. And then you tag all of their businesses in your video. And you tell them, hey, I made this awesome video that I went around a minute ago when you were sharing stuff. It's going to be public on Facebook. So if you want to tag yourself in there, if you want to share it, you can share it wherever you want. It's totally public and you can, open for you to share. And I had 7 people that shared that video. 7. Is that not amazing? I've never had that many people share a video before, but they're not doing the live video. You are. And so of course they want to share your video. And what's awesome about it is, guess who's in all of those 7 shared videos into all of these different people's marketplace or people's networks that I'm not already attached to? Me. And so my hope is that people see those videos and they're like, oh, okay, I'm waiting to see, like, why did the Cookie Cafe tag or share this video? And so they watch it to see, okay, obviously the Cookie Cafe has to be in here. Where's the Cookie Cafe? But along the way, they see all the other vendors, and for sure they're going to see you twice, at the beginning and at the end. And then the hope is that they think, who is this Carrie Breedlove sharing this video? Why did the Cookie Cafe share Carrie Breedlove's video? Who is she? Interesting. And then people are snoopsters. And so people go snooping on you and they find your page and they see what you're about. And that helps create a nice little funnel straight back into your business. So you're doing good for others. You are sharing is caring and you are sharing their business. You're helping promote them. And you're also helping to promote your business, like double, triple, quadruple, on and on and on, because all these people are sharing it. So isn't that cool? I love this little ninja tip. It has worked. It is great. And I think the more that you do things like that, the more, you'll get back. So, okay, Rachel is asking where the Denton Trade Days is taking place. The Denton Trade Days is actually taking place inside where they have the, what is it called? I want to say like the Denton Rodeo. Denton doesn't really have a rodeo. It's the fairgrounds. It's the fairgrounds, which is right behind the Kroger on University. So it's University and Carroll Street. And if you're going north on Carroll, you actually will pass the Kroger, which will be on your left, and you'll take a left into the fairgrounds. There's a real big main entrance. I think it's like a blue fence, like a blue iron metal fence that's kind of surrounding the fairgrounds. So Kroger will be on your left, and the fairgrounds is just behind Kroger, also on the left. And there'll be a big entrance that you can go into. So if you plan to come out, let us know. Say coming or something in the comments and let us know that you're going to come and see us. We'd love to have anybody come and just stop in. There's going to be, in fact, we just kind of went around and checked it out. There's going to be some clothing. There's some spices, some company that has a bunch of different spice packets that they're putting out. There was something also that was very curious, and I'm totally doing a live video tomorrow about this when I go and do this tomorrow. Yay, Rachel, I hope you do stop by. But there's something about like a bra thing. Like it said something about braless. And it was like, try out this like braless something. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just, it was very intriguing to me and curious. So that's going to be on the live video tomorrow. And I think that's going to be interesting. So that's going to be out there. I think there may have been some jewelry, and there'll be more stuff. There's always all kinds of stuff, and amazing food too. So it's a great place to go for lunch, either Saturday or Sunday. So hope you guys come out, and y'all have a great weekend. I just got a hot tortilla for my husband. He just brought me a hot tortilla. Totally plain. There's nothing inside. Ow, that was kind of hot. Okay. All right, you guys. Y'all have a great evening, and I'll talk to you soon.